Today na the 29th day of June 2023. We come for continue the conversation of we beloved Sierra Leone. As the days they go by, now so things them will happen during the election, they unfold in front of our eyes then. And as we read them, now so we they come and lay them na the table. Today, Honorable Abdul Kagbo been day na 98.1 through the phone. And it take we through the APC the experience at the ECSL Talent Center. One kind of yam waiting he say happen there and waiting na the party imposition. And after that, Napoleon self been there, Napoleon Kuruma, where na the deputy attorney general or the minister of justice, that the deputy, and within 98, and in reaction to waiting Honorable Abdul Kagbo claim say happen na the Talent Center. Now that one who they can deal with today. And I just want to follow no say, you know, now we not get time for we can at this live. Because I see say even at YouTube, the person will call himself Reverend Melviano or whatever you call yourself. And few other people where they parade about waiting we stand for Naya. Before we can go deep into this one, because some man maybe not today no more they meet up this page, or maybe na this election make it sabi about Sarah Network. I just want to clarify one or two things. Yeah. We say everybody get right to an opinion. That's true, and we stand by them. But remember back say, this platform, we get rules and regulation. Yeah? So, your right to your opinion fall inside with rules and regulation. You know, like how they can say, human rights, yeah? We feel to say na you human rights, but it gets guidelines because you know go just think about your own and forget about the next man in your own. Eh? If you have an opinion to kill somebody, you go say na your opinion for kill person. But there are guidelines, not so. Guidelines then they. Where if you fall against the guidelines, they come against you, even though na your opinion, even though na your human rights. So for people saying, oh, you say people can get rights to their opinion, but when they want to do something, you say no. Yes, because we get guidelines, we get rules and regulation. Where na dande na for guide waiting na your opinion. I don't understand if they understand, because they say get freedom, mean to say now, na kotitski na they go pull to go six for do number 1 and number 2. No, because they say get freedom, you feel to say, oh, well, you know they cover yourself natty, they walk naked na street, and they call you Chris man, even though you feel to say na freedom for you. So yes, you get rights to your opinion, but there are guidelines. So they say no course here. You cause here, they block you. You say, oh, you block policy. You say, oh, well, waiting now your opinion. No. You for fall within waiting we say na ya. I hope we get that. This is the same thing where they get teachers say, well, they say human rights, and then human rights. No. You have responsibility too. So if we have a guideline, you for follow within we guideline and we all fine. But you can't say because we say this, so you want to do anything in the name of waiting. Eh? Oh, na my opinion. Well, let work on salon, not so yeah. Now your opinion, that's good, but we guidelines say we there for peace na ya. I hope so we don't understand we safe. Because I see people then they take and they waiting safe. We get rules and regulation. You have rights to your opinion, but your opinion for fall within the ambit of what we say we stand for na ya. Eh? Thank you for your understanding. Let's move on. Honorable Abdulkagbo, bide na 98.1. And it say things them way some of we will not be in day and the Talent Center or ECSL. Maybe then go clarify or not. But I was wondering today, I mean, they ask a way to, okay, the international observers them talk about lack of transparency in the tabulation process. I saw them talk and say lack of transparency. Now the tabulation process. Inside the Talent Center then they. I believe say we be get journalists then not so. Because I need to if we be the you say now when they accept camera. Go ne work out without camera. What to the see now you save the see. What to the see now you the see. What thing are they try for say? Yeah? For say if the journalists themselves been ready, can they tell us what happened? Because when they hear the APC they say they not display. Well, ECSL self been confirmed say they not they display because it's too boku. APC they say that's 60% where ECSL announce. Them be still there na the Talent Center when they not being engaged for that Cambia Potroko end. So say ECSL pull that number the way they announce. Would I go verify for we? Would I go come and say yes it's true we were there and they announce but wait here start with from where this incident happened. And still I go talk today say we need strong institution. We no mix pan politics. We need strong institution. We no mix pan politics. Who say we go trust journalists that we go this on side and speak up without labeling them. New National Election Watch, then Canada and talk waiting and see happen. Then provide their own data. We should applaud them. But right now, all kind of ills and evil, 9 people and they talk about them. Yes. Because then come out with them findings. Not so because it go against what ECSL pull na do, mean to say, oh, well, then they for this side, then they for that side, then they against that side. Eh? What are we saying here? Institution them for able team up and speak up waiting them fair not about this one. If you feel to say you institution yourself, you sabi about election, because that's another one. New, that's their own work. That's what they do. National election watch now, they don't work that one day. So where they say if you think say you are there, you have a data where you can able to come out, we go back in ECSL or we go speak up against ECSL, they left to you. But not supposed to not be in that team, but that side there. Eh? Then you come up and say otherwise. Back she say we not for tolerate new the alternative results because a recipe for chaos. But if new being aligned with ECSL, we for tolerate them. Is that what you're trying to say? So because new not align with ECSL, we not for tolerate them. Eh? Well, I'm afraid. Eh? I don't think so. Everybody within the ambit of the law, where the law provide for new, where it give new the guidelines, then for say what's in them find out. Then for say what's in them find out. Whether I make an impact now for the good of the nation, well, if you make an impact so for rights, don't say, oh, it look like saying, we miss. When the campaign process be done, most of we at this platform be they say, this is now one of the most tense election now we country. And we don't see them till USA don't reach so. It's like things they don't go back to normal, but no. It's like people are on the edge. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And not to show we want we people and for the pa engat. Eh. Possibly you like, you they try for please them, they try for satisfy them. You know they try for make in hypertension they go up. Eh? To say talk to me, ECSL, then form them. ECSL form them. Now I see when the international partners they all come together, they talk about lack of transparency. People and they give them a talk. These are the same partners few months ago when they say endorse we because they do well. So then they only recognize when they speak to person ego. We go boost them. Eh? But whenever there is question, they say no, we not sovereign land. Then they not can put smarts by we. But a few weeks ago, they believe we. Now then they give we money. Eh? Sometimes you for even listen to yourself first. What I talk here the other day, I say, as long as Sierra Leone, It's a waiting donor-driven economy. Brother, sister, I sue they sue. Now so, yeah. Now this platform, we don't want no run. We don't want nothing. Wait for disturb the peace of the nation. We don't want them. But I don't mean to say, who say you see true, you no go talker. I know people and get that statement, you know. Then we old people, whoever they ask them question. Say that true where you go see, we go scatter maridos, not talk am. Oh, so they say. Yeah? Then say the true way you go see, we go scatter maridos, let you not talk am. The old man just stomach am. And go ask back if na his sister, even na his brother, you no go talk am. Eh? But all this na ECSL create them. Because of the word waiting, transparency. Transparency. Not to for talk no more. But now for make what you dey talk, now actually you dey do. Eh? What you dey talk, now you dey do. Transparency. But the lack of transparency now make most people now they point and by ECSL. Lack of transparency. If you not get nothing for hide, if you not get nothing for waiting self, display no. How you they put them, now so self they cross check. Why we all not go do this thing together? You get paper, I get paper. But how you they put, I know they know. Eh? I they put, I know they know. Come on. If to say, they all be don't get understanding. Like how they be say, they sit down, they agree say, well, who don't tabulate, who don't get all thing, who they cross check, who no say all man satisfy. And say no. You go to go and find out later. You go and find out. The ECSL boss, then put it on the website. But now not again at the website. They don't pull on the. Waiting happen. Maybe not like that data we then give us. We then see. Now they just admit say mistake been there. Eh? Alright. Let we come now radio democracy. Yeah. Oh, come. Let's see how they start off.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, come now radio democracy.
Means.
Okay. Honorable Abdul Kagbo. Yeah. Let's continue the conversation. When first and this welcome, I don't do house cleaning. Yeah, no vex so. Not say because you meet we at 360. You can meet to anytime, anytime, and just watch how they watch. Yeah. Okay. Honorable Abdulkagbo Bide 98. Fambulem. Today we see Usai, the vice president, don't be sworn in. Yes. We see Usai, ECOWAS, and Liberia. We see some other countries them don't send congratulatory message to the President Bill. And we see again Usai Napoleon Komasi Hollande. Hey. Let's listen.
Well, of course, una earlier the statement made by the leader and flag bearer, Dr. Samoa Kamara, we clearly discredit the process because of lack of transparency.
Yeah, the word we himself use not so. Lack of transparency.
Na the Tale Center. And this shroud also with so many anomalies the way he states na in statements, the way he addressed the nation immediately after the 60% of the results was announced.
Because after the 60% of the result were announced, the only time again we hear from Dr. Samoa, now that statement where he be right na official Facebook page and he be share on Twitter where I don't read and after that, nothing again from him. Unless so they issue from Honorable Abdulkagbo.
So as a party, we similarly concerned because we don't want any other government or any other commission for announced results and go about them the way this happened.
It talk about the team where they may announce the 60% where Dr. Samoa be make that statement.
I take the greatest exception to my own brother and my dictator, Napoleon, where he said this election not different from other elections. There is a great difference between this election and other elections them where we don't hold national. Firstly, meaning they represent the party, na the Tale Center, na the Northwest.
Listen now, because when they talk about what happened with the APC and the ECSL Tale Center. So waiting in the claim unless ECSL come and tell we otherwise. Because there's always two sides to the story. Yeah? If Honorable Abdulkagbo not they talk true, we wait for ECSL for come out and debunk and say, wait it talk not to true. And when they say talk out, they come back now, we can lay on a table. Because the last time we checked, like ECSL, the official Facebook page, they're always there up to date. Well, the last time when they announced election, where they give it a breakdown of the different candidates, they not post nothing again. But now listen to waiting Honorable Abdulkagbo the claim about the ECSL Tale Center.
And Tale Center, now they collect all the results then from the field.
Alright, we get bad audio now. I go try my best for just talk like I talk It talk just to say Tale Center, now they collect all the figures them we come up from different polling station them, yeah?
We then carry the RF from them.
We then carry the RF from them.
Now from the Tale Center.
Then they display. Waiting and carry it.
Like for example.
If they give example, you say like for example.
If they carry it center 001.
If they hear that one there.
Then go tell una say this na center 001.
If they count center 001, then go tell una back say this na center 001.
Na APC get 50.
APC na 50.
SLPP get 30.
SLPP 30 na example they give.
And NGC get this.
And NGC get this.
And then display on the screen so that una the cross check them.
Then go display on the screen so that una go cross check them. Una they represent the different political parties. Them where they inside the Tale Center, una go cross check them
with the RR form the una self get.
With the RR form them una all una hand them.
For no whether waiting and the put.
For no say waiting then they put.
na in we self get na the field.
Now una own na una and where the different people them we send to una na dan they then give una.
Na that make them they give you copy of the IR form.
Now make them they give copy of the RR form.
But wetin happen at the Tale Center?
He said that he explain wetin supposed for happen. Now they explain wetin go on there. He said, but wetin really happen at the Tale Center?
Now that they not show nobody
They not show nobody
the IR form,
the RR form,
and then nobody no see who side them they input the figures.
and nobody no see who side ECSL they input the figures.
So you don't know if waiting then get
So you don't know if wetin ECSL get
na in you self get.
na you self wey dey represent get.
When they input the figure, then do it in secrecy.
He say when they input the figure, then do pan secret
They no make let nobody see it.
because they not make let nobody see it.
You know, and basically
He say basically
you no go able confirm
you no go able for confirm
as to whether they waiting in the input
wetin the input
and you get na your IR form.
na in that IR form wey you get na in dey.
Wey very very much unusual.
He say that one day e not usual, e unusual.
And then be assure we say
He say dem be also assured that na ECSL be assured say
after they don't input 100%,
after wey they don input 100%, so they don input all the IRF form, the numbers them from all the field them,
and go give am for the law will verify
then go give the political party them for make them verify
whether wetin dem don input
whether wetin dem input
and we get na we own system.
na in the political party dem get na dem system.
Now we say okay, well and good.
Well, the political party say well and good. Okay, APC say well and good because the APC no more do comot. We no hear nobody again. APC say well and good.
So we left them, let them the input.
So because of that, they left them let the input. Since they don't say when they don't input some 100% they can't give them for let them cross check.
So we surprised with the inside the Tale Center.
He said they surprised then they inside Tale Center. Oh.
We ECSL announced 50% of the 60% of the results.
Then they ECSL announced 60% of the result. Then they inside Tale Center.
And later you will see interesting for that 60% announcement.
He say he want talk what interesting by the 60% announcement.
At the time when they announced 60% of centers,
At the time when they announced that 60% of the centers them, where they say they don't count,
Cambia, 60% of Cambia now over 300 stations.
60% of Cambia now over 300 station. If Cambia for there na 60% of Cambia no more now over 300 polling stations them.
They announced that over 300 stations now the result.
They announce over 300 stations for Cambia na the result.
When na the Tale Center,
Where na the Tale Center oh?
we not be even get Cambia result day.
Cambia results not be even reach there yet. You hear that part today? They announce 60%. Yeah? But Cambia results, the Tale Center, not even lay on a table yet na the Tale Center.
We not be even get Cambia result day.
They not be even get on Cambia result and not get on there yet.
Cambia result was still in the field.
Cambia result be still out there.
They not carry it na the Tale Center.
They not reach with it na the Tale Center.
At the time when they collect the results where they announce so.
At the time when they don't collect or they don't add all the results when they announce for 60%, Cambia yon in be still lay out there the fly.
So we asked them who side them pull results.
So the APC began to ask ECSL who sell na pull results.
We asked the returning officer for the region.
They asked the returning officer for the region.
We asked the returning officer for the district.
The district returning officer himself they ask him.
They all two confirmed to me say they no send no results na ECSL.
They all two say, Papa, who not send results na ECSL?
They say because the results were uncertified.
Because the results were unsatisfied.
And one thing again.
He say, you don't remember what I tell you? Want to talk about one thing again?
Subsection 1 and 2.
Okay, this is the Constitution. Subsection 1 and 2
of Section 92.
Of Section 92.
Now the Public Elections Act.
Okay, not to Constitution. No. Now the Public Election Act. That's now the PEA.
Where Parliament just do.
Where Parliament be just approve.
Clearly states say.
It say inside yonder, it talks say.
All results for be certified at the district level.
All the results them for certify them na the district level.
And how then they certify results?
It ask say, wait, sometimes I don't understand. How then they certify results?
After they don't get the result, then they give APC, SLPP, then all the parties that we contest.
After when they don't receive them, then they give all the parties them we contest.
They say, una satisfied with this result?
Don't they ask them say, hey, una satisfied with this result?
All the parties then for append their signature say yes, we satisfied with this result.
And the party then they say yes, but not they left by much no more. Then they give and say, well, una all sign back. Una all the sign there say, una satisfied with the results.
Before the returning officer, they sign the results and send them to ECSL.
Before the returning officer himself, they put your own signature. After the political party they don't sign, no, put your own signature and send her now to ECSL.
But you know they announce uncertified results.
He say, but you're not supposed to announce uncertified results.
So all waiting within the two na the tally center clearly shows say the results when they announce will not be certified.
He says so all waiting they know is that 60% what they announce it not be certified.
Because we don't know waiting the input.
He said they don't know waiting the inputs.
We don't know how the inputs are.
They don't know how the inputs are inside there.
So Honorable Kabo. Honorable. So with all them concerning where they raise surrounding the process where the ECSL use, similar concerns don't they come from other people who observe the elections, but also even before the announcement of the first 60% of the results, the PPRC wanna the regulatory body for the political party them and other people don't they call on anybody where dissatisfied with how the process go and the final announcements and all of that for use the legal means and go through the court. So the All People's Congress with all them concerns here we una get waiting on una plan for secret guess.
Okay. Into you read the question, eh? Or maybe I don't know, for one reason today the technical side not be there in favor of Honorable Abdul Kagbo. When maybe and they ask question clear. But when they respond, issues be there. You want for no now, not too soon. Waiting at the plan of the APC. Yes, we don't really say they don't agree with waiting go on. They don't say they don't point fingers them of things them will happen at the tally center. We not go down well with them. So maybe I'll ask them. What's on a plan for do?
Of course, the All People's Congress believe in the rule of law.
One, it say APC believe in the rule of law. Yeah? APC believe in the rule of law. Okay?
We believe say Salone na a country we governed by law.
They believe say Salone na country where na law. Na any they take for ruler.
And we intend for seek legal means.
And the APC intend for seek legal means. Yeah? The APC by this issue now about the lack of transparency, they intend for seek legal means.
But meanwhile,
you say all and do. Meanwhile,
this will set a very bad precedent for any other.
He said this go set a very bad precedent for any other president we get for come,
or for any other, elections body we will get for them.
or any other election body we go get for get na salon.
All we dey ask for
All wetin the APC they ask for
na transparency, free and fair elections.
Free and fair election. Transparency, free and fair election.
And I believe say that they good for the country when a salon.
He said, and he believe say that they good for we country when a salon.
Imagine we get any other elections commission.
He said, imagine if we get any other election commission,
we go decide for enter result we una no dey see.
we go decide for do the same thing for enter result we una no dey see,
Una no know.
una no sabi, una no know,
Dem no go account to una.
they no able for can give account to una.
What if APC get 15 at one side and then go enter 20?
He say, what if APC get 50 and some area them, but they enter 20,
Or then go enter 10.
or then go enter 10?
Because we not ever see wetin they enter.
He say because they no ever see waiting ECSL enter.
We not ever see. And
He say they no ever see. They repeat and 2
some of the results that we then call,
and some of the results them we then call.
we know me not even tally the hit na the tally center. They not
He said they no be don't even tally itself na the tally center.
even come na the tally center.
He said the results them some not be even can at the tally center it.
And results not the jump the tally center
And results not supposed for jump tally center
for go to ECSL head office
for go na ECSL head office
without it being certified as
without they not certify am
tally center. The
at the district tally center.
district tally center. So the district not get resulted,
The district not be get result yet,
but then result then they inclusive na the 60% with ECSL announced.
but then results then they inclusive, then they part of the 60% where ECSL announced, even though it not reach the it than the district.
So this na concern for we as a country.
This na concern for the APC as a country.
This na concern for everybody.
This na concern for all man.
Even the international partners, them don't raise concern on this.
He say even the international partners and serve them put their hands say, they self raise concern about this.
We know they ask for much. We just they ask for
They know they. He say APC no they ask for much
transparency,
now just transparency,
and we they ask for accountability.
and then they ask for accountability.
We want a level playing field.
They want a level playing field,
We want free and fair elections.
and they want free and fair election.
So as you don't make mention, you don't make am clear say una go get for go through the legal means for seek redress. Right now, the country people on the talk for bring people together in as much as una they do una paperwork them for seek legal means for let una get redress. Wetin are the plans them where the APC gets for especially una supporters them for ensure say everybody calm down because you say una go get for go na courts, but also let people and get united and get back to them different work them where them be done they do. Wetin are una plans towards that?
You hear the question, not so? What you they do now? Oh, they talk peace. So then they ask Honorable Abdulkabo, maybe I'll ask him. Say waiting APC plan for this peace here. All they preach say yes, APC say then they go court and they go follow the judicial system, but waiting and then plan pan this peace business. Let me hear waiting Honorable Abdulkabo say.
The flag bearer and leader of the party.
He said the flag bearer and the leader of APC, when a Dr. Samura Wilson Matthew Kamara,
clearly states my address.
he said he clearly talk by that address will be address.
Say in the ask everybody
Say they ask all man
for the lawful.
for be lawful.
Let we all go according to the law,
Let we all behave according to the law,
and let we seek legal means.
and let we seek legal means. Yeah, you know to so? Okay.
APC not believe in any other alternative measure other than legal means.
APC not believe in any other alternative measures other than legal means. APC not believe in any other alternative measure. I don't know some other measure where you get. But Honorable say APC not believe on them. Now legal means then believe.
So look how the international partner don't raise concern.
He said like how the international partner, the SSF don't raise concern
over the fact say the results where they announce you, we not see them.
Over the fact say the results where they announce, they don't see them.
We don't know where
they don't know.
The result, actual result them from the Tally Center.
They don't know if the actual result from the Tally Center and they announce.
From the police station and they enter or not to they enter.
If na imo not to imo, they don't know.
We don't see ECSL, this current setup of ECSL.
He said they don't see this particular setup of ECSL.
We don't see who side and change 149 to 149.
Who side and change 49 to 149.
We present so we see the figures.
And this time before them now then change the change so.
We then project them. And now make this clear.
And you don't remember whether something we want add this. Say let me make this clear.
In all the by-elections then.
But all the by-elections them where they do.
And even in the 2018 elections.
Even the 2018 election.
At the Tally Center.
Now the Tally Center.
Then they display.
The
figures the way they enter.
The figures them where they enter.
Now projector so everybody.
Now the projector so all man go see them.
So that the figures that nobody no go change them.
So that nobody no go change figure.
Or waiting come out na the Tally Center 9 and they enter.
Or waiting come out na the Tally Center 9 and they enter.
But unprecedentedly.
But this kind of one will happen so.
This is not the first year we did.
Now the first year
organize elections.
We organize election.
When nobody know waiting in the enter.
When nobody know waiting in the enter.
Nobody know see waiting in the enter.
Nobody know see waiting in the enter.
And to me.
And to Honorable Abdul Kagbo.
This very damning for the democracy.
This very damning for the democracy.
Napoleon be making clear now today, even after where the presidents will be taking oath, being talk say ready for work with Dr. Samora Kamara and in team for development. The APC ready for accept this olive branch where they say they don't extend to UNA for come on board and work as one.
Okay, Napoleon said today in 98 talks. Well, for sake of peace, this time around, the SLPP they stretch their hand for bringing the APC on board for work with them. Let we all develop Salone like one. So, Mabel, ask Honorable Abdul Kagbo. Say, well, this olive branch where the president don't stretch to now, on go honor what's in the plan. Let we listen. Waiting Honorable Abdul Kagbo say.
It's clear we leader and we flag bearer don't question the process.
He said, firstly, it's clear the leader and the flag bearer, he don't question the process.
He don't question the process.
He don't question the process.
And not to no more don't question the process.
And not so no more don't question the process.
There is not a single international observer and new.
He said, no single international observer and even new. That's a national election watching.
Local observer will not even question the process.
He said, local observer new. The SSF question the process.
So I feel that we get for address standard before we go to the next stage as a political party.
He says so, in thing to say, that question, we they don't question. Let them address standard first bar before then go to that olive branch side.
All right. Well, that's Honorable Abdul Kabo been a talk na the line on behalf of the All People's Congress APC party, and as soon as from then get plans them for go through the legal means for seek redress for ensure say the concerns them within raise about the process where the ECSL use for get a winner for the presidential seat. Then say then go take legal means for let them go address them concerns here where the party gets. The program Good Morning Salon.
Okay, all right. We go can see waiting Napoleon in say because himself be there. So after this particular interview,
Yeah.
then we ask him waiting and take. Yeah, I tell you just nonsense. Honorable Abdul Kabo na through the phone. Through the phone, but Napoleon in be there at the station. Be there at the station. Alright. Let we listen the question where they ask him say, so you don't hear him waiting Honorable Abdul Kagbo sing. Waiting I take. In your clear. So let listen him.
Earlier about the wars where they come up from the political party leadership them. Abdul Kabo na one of the political party leadership they be serve as Secretary General for the interim body where they be set the last time by court. This statement we make no new. Way before the announcement of the result, you don't go on Facebook, you don't go on Twitter page, you don't say the same thing. This not the thing where they set the tone for waiting they happen to the ordinary people them. This denial and this talk here where they go and make. At the end of the day, it's unprecedented. Let me not go into those histories of cancelling 447 police stations na Kailaun by Christian Atop.
You there, he say, where Abdul Kagbo, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, they say, this is unprecedented, this will never happen. So, in the remind them, waiting Christian Atop, been do trade. Listen no more now.
Of cancelling 447 police stations na Kailaun by Christian Atop. Let's not go into the history in 2012 when we do recount na Makeni Bo, Kenima, we people that in a line Christian Atop call result, they say we are not satisfied, let go police. Let's go into those histories.
You there again? It's APC want talk now. Let me remind APC, what's in them do trade? Na Kailaun. We in council. He say the Bo Kenema. He say people them be still a count Christian Atop announce result. It remind them of history. Where they talk now say it not be ever happen. Some man they say what so? Na do me I do you. Listen.
Now, like I rightly say, the process is them. If you feel dissatisfied with any process, the legal means they for do. But those statements that they make, we don't write them. Not only today talk this way, we talk so. He talk on a Facebook page, he talk he post them every day. We monitor, we people they look at in Facebook page. Don't talk this way. This time they further embolden the ordinary man. We don't even understand the issues better because they are failing to come out for tell them the truth about what happened and how it happened. APC, if you get on RFF forms and result reconciliation form, like I said, they give everybody. If you full say you get the result reconciliation form, you're not tallying with the result in public, go to court.
Yeah. If you think say gets you result, reconciliation forming at the IIF, go to court. Go to court.
And prepare your case.
But this person they talk so, and the Deputy Minister of Justice. Okay.
Go there. Stop inciting the people of this country for saying that this don't happen and they accept this way. That's the point. That's the point I kept saying here earlier, that the leadership of the political parties then will get a responsibility for play. And if they don't say rightly, I agree. I'm very much happy that they are planning to take the legal means. That's what democracy is about. That's what civilization is about. How you resolve your dispute without resulting to any form of violence or inciting people for resort to any form of violence. When they go there, The responsibility, they will conduct the elections, they will go there, and the court will look at them, whether they break any law under the provisions of the Public Elections Act of the Constitution or not. And then the whole world and the whole public will know exactly. But we are at the call on again. Those comments, then, let them pipe down those comments, let them pipe down those rhetoric, and continually saying, this don't happen, now this don't without coming out. Everybody was in that center.
Into the area,
Those results were tallied, and those results have been announced. In fact, the district results them don't come out. I see yesterday the sign and the stamp one, they're all on social media.
Okay. Now social media, and I already see the stamp one there. Alright.
And when they go back to the website, then let them go sit down.
No, you not do. This one we talk so. You not did it.
And when they go back to the website, then let them go.
You not did it. But continue no more.
Sit down and study them and do their homework and take the legal action we don't see let them take. But let's stop down the rhetoric and let's pipe it down for the ordinary man. We want for continuing life and continuing business.
Listen to this part. Listen, pay attention. Yeah, now, ba.
President Bill has been elected and sworn in.
President Bill has been elected and sworn in.
He's the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone for the next 5 years.
Is the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone for the next 5 years. Listen, I'm back, ba.
President Bill has been elected and sworn in. He's the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone for the next 5 years.
You know how that part do? Rather for her, so deal with it. You know Adam, but me the Adam for her. Okay. So now in this the reaction of Napoleon Guy to waiting Honorable Abdul Kagbo say. Salon. Who side we lost road or miss road or who side would they go? Where are we heading for? Who's how they head for? Because this, if Napoleon they try for remind we, clearly na do me I do you. Una be do and try. So we say, well, we up the game. Now this way we do. Because in claim say people can be still the tally where Christian at top announce results. Then two party there. Then two Then two APC SLPP. Papa God. I don't know if you don't play the watch wheel. Or you don't turn you back. But then two One day. Lord get the way no go can remind we. If they remind we self, now we don't do good. We don't do good, now go remind we say, but me not tell like that one day. We be do na A, B, and C. I mean me do na A plus, B plus, and C plus. Okay. Hey God help this land where we love. I they see in the comment section, they say the bouncer for come out. Please, somebody just, I know they see the person. He say hello sign, but I know they see her. Can somebody just comment under that comment there for make us see the person in comment, please, so that we go just handle that right away. Welcome on board, Alpha. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple. Yeah, now that's like first thing I want for address somebody they cause serious mami cause na the Alusa in Kogoma. Yes, it cause mami cause. People don't begin frown at them. Yeah, so I think we need for clear off this platform because this is a well responsible platform, and we want for always the make peace then na Sierra Leone. Now that's now we aim, and that's now we focus now, yeah, not to can cause mami cause or attack people and personality. Having said that, I don't listen to interesting. Before even if I go work this morning, I don't listen to the interview from 98.1. I just shook my head. First thing first, we yesterday you talk about this one with credibility they at stake as a nation or as a government or with the work with ECSL don't do. Don't like what you say, let no surprise if the begin rate we say we not pass certain millennium goals, them or whatever, millennium challenge goals, them then if we not pass them, then let know say yes, something don't begin to go wrong somewhere else. For me, it's not something new. What I would say, not something we new. We know say anytime where these two parties they meet up, you get serious challenges there because everybody they fight for put in your name straight. But the advantage we may see away, of course, I know they say APC get right because me not to judge and the case they're not go court yet because them don't go court for the year. Now that the international observers, including national observers, them they raise the same concern with the APC they raise. So that makes their case very much serious. Very much serious. So the ruling government at so now not for take this thing light. What I mean by that, not me say they will go for it or whatever, but the fact remains they should treat this with all seriousness. ECSL, like, oh, don't start from when this election, okay, told me don't they talk. Me and one person we call out on ECSL, who I say ECSL, not a secret society una get. Una the form way person no for know what they go inside. At the end of the day, we see what not come out. Something and we not to like people that will get call away they or where they prophesy. But there are certain things when you look at this setup, you get an insight of the outcome. So if ECSL may do the right thing, people and listeners all over the world, we need reach for this. I don't say this thing from today. Yeah. Even when they ask for this data, ECSL it's award then they this, then they that. Simple thing where una dey pull am and make this peace dey continue in this country. Una go sit down turn, they put make it. So all them things are like they point to it to don't reach pan so they like it today. And worst of it, we see say now the international community they frown at this thing, whether we like it or not, whether we say in simple English or simple Tamil, but the fact remains, you dey see even the United Nations American Embassy, they only tweet against this particular election. Is it painting a good picture for us in the international community? No. But again, this government gets this habit. Anytime where the international community says something we favor them, oh come on, come and see them on social media. You see, then they give with this. I can remember when IMF people give them money in almost inside this election period. See them all over. Yes, they'll say we are we are credible. Even at the means of election, IMF they give we money. Now that the international community again, they find things the way they do or what the ECSL doing all right, see them, follow them, post them on our social media. Our Salon are independent states, Salon we get rights for do things, we not everything they just they see. Tomorrow, if any other thing come up, again, where international community then go say, oh, this now the opposition they want even to ECSL person don't say the international community will push for regime change. So imagine if somebody when they work in ECSL, they attack the international community. That tells you this person, oh, they know what's in the NEPA. So it's not a funny game. It's not a funny thing where they look at lightly because whether we pray about it, it's not something they always mention pray because it don't be the attack like na enormous alone. When something go wrong, Lord pray God go make things not happen. Lord pray God go make them change. No, do the right thing. I can remember I post this on one social media group. Yeah. they pray for late development come, yes, but now we check the other country, then develop world them. Then they pray for development because they have systems in place, processes them they in place where they move development. You don't need for pray for them. They have the right people in the right places. They're not a look for strong man. They know their system is running. It not means we election in America, Canada, or any other part of the developed world, then development they stall. No, then they work. When the governments come, they know they interfere with the national development plan. Now, for just continue for maintain them. This is what some of us are crying for. But when would they talk on this platform? Me, I don't talk to say, let we nation get a national development plan. All them political party manifesto and they challenge anybody, not sustainable. All of them now waiting now for make them party get fame. Let them party get gain. All this now we don't do it. Now we this, now we that. It's not sustainable at all. Now go back now to some of the things that way this regime don't do. Now begin show them the negative effect we go get or also gets the effect get for the. Now this same platform, some of we cried before they're able to pass this free education thing na parliament. So me na one post we start that campaign day. Because stay to almost the last year inside this first 5 years before they're able to put that in there as law. So certain things that they would then get for watch them. ECSL, the government get for watch them because if not, it will get serious impact on we economy again because we not like what you said, Tripoli, we do not driven economy now we do operate on. We depend solely on international community. Before this election, also we go get money. Now IMF. So if people and they say international community, then for left we win a sovereign state, no. Whether we like it or not, we cannot be. They say no man is an island, no man stands alone. Whether we think we don't strong enough for the international community pull and power, me I tell anybody we not reach that level. They do not near the itself. Everything what they do, 70-80% depend on donors. So that make them even detect to we what we for do. So the last thing I will say, take this matter go na court. I just smile. When you look at the judiciary system or the way the setup of the judiciary system, do you think opposition they go pull name? I always they reference Charles Magai. Yeah, Charles Magai can in case go against ECSL in a court against ECSL. You know can go against SLPPO. You know can go against any other party. Why would you give a whole political party? You run a whole month of campaign for all the political party. You not get Charles Magai in your party. When you can go to courts, nobody, they not provide any judge for that case. They say after this election, don't know so. So now this same court, you will APC go waiting and court. You know, this like me, I mean, don't say yesterday, now like fighting a losing battle. These people will never listen. They go ahead. It's still unsettled. APC, go back to your house. Go sit down and do the necessary work. Because whether you push, you not push, you see what's in the Napoleon, they say. The way they talk slightly, they don't say this, they're not ready for, they don't encourage APC self dialogue or whatever. It don't make them clear. We may go na court, or they commit. So it's really, really challenging. It's really, really challenging. And people are not, the business salon still they shake. It's still not comfortable okay for people. People they go bye. Some man go tell you, hey, we don't know what's going to happen just now. Now for sense for we law before. That's it. But me, they call on the government, like we they ask the ECSL for provide the data. I mean, the spreadsheet last put that way for the entire election process we go on. Why they not the pull right now? Why they get for wait for long before they pull them? Then put certain thing at their website before they marry and they delete and commode back. Is this something clear? Is this something straightforward? If you may not say this thing is straightforward, why you pull on at the website again? Which explanation you want for give people? You know, let God help we country people. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Alpha.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I want to say thanks to Alpha for in submission today. Today we want to bring somebody we you don't say we know again at this platform. But people who don't there long term then go recognize who that I want to bring you on board, Honorable Tolubangura. Maybe some people are not sabi you. Before you make your statement, please just tell people in small way not sabi who that would they talk to, sir.
Una good afternoon or good evening. When I talk to Abraman Tolubangura, when in the defend the SLPP. When we serve 1991, Nami God give the blessing for bring the SLPP back. 1996, Nami need the SLPP to victory, with Jan Kabas who candidate. See, I don't hear all man in complain about this to the gone. I'm not this alone. I know thing they go on, and the government then they work. I know say ongoing thing that they go on. So I know elect for good aside who are not present. But now future solutions are different. So if we get future solutions to a problem they will get. Now that's all politicians they look for. We have a problem here. How would we solve it now? You give the answer. It's important for the people then get answers so they know how they go. Because this now endless to they for badger each other. And I'm not say good for health, anything. So what would they do now? They'll move from here, they'll go to the next step. So host, you ask me the question you ask, I go answer you.
So going forward, like now get a rift. How you think say we go able to amend this problem?
You see, Mr. Akamta, Salon blessed as one of the few countries in the world, maybe one of the only country in Africa and the third country in the world will get two-party system, but democracy. We bless that idea. So we know so we get the APC, we get the SLPP. If one party come out, we show that they can next, and we know how they pick them. If we know so we don't get this kind of foundation, let we exploit them to the highest point. Now Parliament, let APC, if the APC in the power, let them present a candidate saying that this man want for go electoral commissioner. SLP present a man saying that this man want for be electoral commissioner. Then two not be the commissioners.
So do they get one in charge and one co, or they also get the same power?
Then get co-equal powers.
Okay.
Because then two get for make decision. Because now two parties represented. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now when you get them two people there, Parliament they get a 3/4 majority vote with a simple addendum that the president not get power for override that, not able to override out veto. That they're independent of the president and they're able to do what they're supposed to do. The two parties, their interest. So the party in power represented, the party in the opposition represented, the interest and the inside. All the way down the line, now so they go. From electoral commissioner to regional commissioners, district commissioners, all the way down, 222. So then they see everything, then put everything together. At the end of the day, if they get the result that they come out, we all man satisfied with, because all man take part. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And any also now 2 billion together, you know, it broke. Because all man will say now we're responsible for this, now for maintenance. This is what we should do. Now that means here's the answer. You know, because you they read this, then we do that and the last year, then do this year. No. The purpose of politics not to revenge, not to avenge. Politics now progress. For go before. Bury the past and continue moving on. Many things that can run in the past, we don't suffer. But with the bury, I'll continue to go ahead. Because the people that they were concerned about, the people that they were concerned about. Go ahead.
All right. I think say this now good solution. If I know for talk and promote, but it just depend if then go yeriam and for able for take them and run with them. But La ask this question. So what if then two are not able to work together?
Then get you see Akamta, then get for work together for the benefit of the one that will send them. Remember, I say political party not exists as an island. It represents a philosophy in our country. SLPP is a conservative party. APC is a socialist party. They all two they approach politics, but they're not enemy. There are differences in philosophy. That no means enough for work together. Now they test the will of politicians. Because a politician will work with other people, not a politician will be able to represent the country. But if you're not able, how you able to be president to represent all my if you're not able to work with other person? That's the question we get to ask.
All right. So what you want left with?
How I left now is that anything that you want to encourage, not trunk. Believe in what you do, you get the purpose, hang on to them. But if you're not right, use the grace and abandon them. Why they abandon them? Because you're not a bigger man than the other man. Now make you decide they left you because I know say I able you. But what I know say I'm not going to go into endless fight or endless suggestion. They will not matter. But the important thing, remember the people of Salone. If democracy was survive in Salone, the people left on who said it, they cast vote, it get meaning. Either they bring something or they make a change. Then the people and they enjoy democracy. Because not satisfied when they say, okay, until election they can go pull out. But every time they get the election, and the same thing they come back to them, you say because this happened, they work. You discourage people from voting. We discourage and democracy, they die. The only still they feed democracy in the people. They enjoy the ability for no saying now we get here. The pride, the national pride for see the flag and each year not say yes, now the flag, now we get our proud country. Not how much money you get to. Now how you treat your people, the pride you don't get to.
Before I left you, something just run to mind. What do you think about the Constitution? Because a lot of time we don't call the Constitution, it need an overhaul or it need a change or it need amendment. What thing are you on take?
The Constitution is a piece of document, not paper, now what you make of them. The Constitution, they live and you see, let's say I come to the Constitution, not the law, and people can say, oh, article this, subsection, this, I know they go there. You wouldn't teach me politics, it's very simple. What is the intention of the founding fathers? Why they write this? I come to left this for we. Why do them? What do you mean they see? What do they try to prevent that not happen? Now, so they read Constitution. If you go by all that law, now law the way you put inside. But the main gist of the spirit of the Constitution are important. Why it they? What it up for? If you know that and you succeed. But the paper bias, I like you change them 50 times. As long as the mannerism stay the same, the next 50 you get for change them back. If you believe in them, we not know they see God, but while they believe God, we get faith. You forget faith in that document. That's all it takes.
All right. Thank you very much, Abdul Rahman Tolubangura. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.
We'll go for the TV for Kautu 110 back, like how be the do trade.
Once you shall be pull salad, the company will pull salad up with the deal with you.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the Honorable Abdul Rahman Tolubangura. Yeah, we don't get an long term, but he lost power. But he always there though. He always there. Now one thing no more go comment on the comment section, but every show he didn't had a listen. Yeah, and behind the scene we can talk about one team. So I just tell Latif and come inside today, even though you not like the spotlight like that. But I say Latif and come inside. Let we hear waiting na in take. Yeah. Yes, what they suggest fine. If we able include them inside the Constitution, we go make we get, because that then three we get and all 10 of the point finger at one another, put even kind inside. Okay. Yes, Omar, what you get for me?
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to thank the Honorable. This Honorable in Fambul with the Tolubangura will be in a share of fishery way back then.
Yes.
Maybe not the same family.
Yeah, not the same.
Tolubangura will be the run share of fishery back in the days. So I absolutely agree with waiting the Honorable say the last one. It's a law we figure that I can always say that the one that will write this 1991 Constitution, where most of 90 quiz whistle, waiting have been a mindset, waiting them they think. Why they take all the power then give to one human being? Because the irony in here is that Constitution they write them during one party state, right or wrong, not to join us for more within a power. Right. So then they use a one party state constitution for a democratic state. Now we'll get two party. Then I'll be one party. Now the tenant the way they take everything, they give one person and say, yeah, you hold everything, anything what you say, now only God did point that. Because we just don't hear waiting the Honorable say. Then two party now do me or do you. But the danger now is the innocent supporters will not get no clue about what them two parties they do. Now they can come on the street and get killed. I watch you procession today of that poor lady with the go bed today. The APC office they kill her. Maybe if that lady didn't be there alive, then you go put Mike 91. You're not going to even explain to you who side this damage come out where they like today police they surround a one old party where be there at the hem just 10 years ago or 15 years ago. For 10 years. Now police they surrounded. And then when not a new police them. Now the same police them will be they say yes sir to Anes by Kroma and Samura. Where Samura get all the guard them around them. Now the same police that they try to kill Samura. We see that video who say Samura lay down na ground. It breathe like Huda lion China panther. But now the same Samura this 8-9 years ago, when now the same police here, not other police could be the defender. When now 4-5 before the motorcar stop, they don't come down, they don't open the gates, they don't open the motorcar to mod. So you then figure say, why? What is wrong here? Why 5-6 years ago, then same people are now they try to kill this man. But I mean the fed for her. You go back to the bad constitution, the way where the Molama said that I did before yesterday. Because then police here, you put 2 supervisors on them. One, now the Ministry of Internal Affairs. The other one, now the Vice President. Then you believe, say, Honorable IG Brahmajago ever talk, say, SLPP, na law, not to law-abiding party, not only don't go fire them, maybe they'll go even kill them. So they not go say that. So one, just like what the party say, we go change this constitution all the time, every time. But let we make sense from this constitution, because the reason here is maybe the one that will be write this constitution, the reason being there, maybe they need for come. I'm like content, they need for come explain to me why they write this constitution the way where they write them. Dr. Richard Content, they need for can explain to you. Waiting have been the mind thought, waiting have been the mindset. Waiting me to go through the head. Why they think the way where they think. When they write this constitution, this when they write and they give one grand person all the power. Now when that one person they know they when the other one know the other one they use them for bulldoze because they don't make any provision wait for counter attack when that one person is ready for go crazy. No provision, not there. So would they see the trouble? Would they see the trouble, Maya? Because you get one elected deputy minister, they look at elected mayor, they tell and say, we go see what you. They try. It's not the cost the woman. So mayor, we all know who they are overseas country. Mayor not like a president in your small city. Who don't get one who mayor in Los Angeles? The told Donald Trump they deport people. He said we police the help. Now we mayor tell us say no, if you want bring federal agents then police here in the city of Los Angeles police them. They need to do you work for you. Bring federal police them. Now that we want. Let a mayor able to do things on you, but you put minister of local affairs, local government. Where anytime where the mayor want to do something, you see the guy come. He knock the lady down. Anytime where the guy the lady want to do good things, where the lady want to raise taxes or he want to do things, you see the guy come. He say things because what the lady they try for do, either mother be or not like him, or he need to go hand in hand with mother be. Would that come up with that idea? They say the mayor forget a supervisor. All the mayors forget a supervisor. But now we see the mayor na Kenema be still in position. It work. Why? They announce the other mayor they all for give up their position 1 or 2 months before the election. But the mayor na Kenema be the work. How that happen? This not the problem we they talk about, Mr. Honorable, about let people then look back into this constitution. Why the one that will write this constitution? Waiting have been then thinking. Why they write on this way? Because me say they do them because they've been doing one party state. Well, we'll not get one party state again. Now we get one party they rule for this amount of years, the other one rule for this amount of year. If what thing you been put together for one party state, Now they can hand over this. The do me or do you not go for them? Because all man they look for leverage. Because the question why I don't know so if APC come, maybe the next election 2018, if they win, the next time APC they're not even wait to play afternoon. They say we're not close the books, we don't win. Then where SLPP self can say well, no election, sir. We will not even go through election. Now do me or do you if you have to go police because we watch we the same APC then get a president we fire in elected deputy vice president where they carry Mango na ECOWAS the justice minister they say what he say he says Sierra Leone is a sovereign nation so then they even listen to ECOWAS because Sierra Leone is a sovereign nation the highest court of the land don't give verdict that's it so APC they know what they play with now I saw Fitzgerald Kumara say he said they didn't even listen they didn't even look at ECOWAS so now you hear now this deputy minister of justice they talk say una go na court una go meet the day because the people are una go meet the now we put the day why then will not go look this constitution and find way where now we go into primary system instead of a symbol system not the work in Africa it's not good as long as you're a registered party member you are allowed for run even if now 20 run for one constituency the one where we now in the go then na party now in the give you symbol even if the people in the constituency don't want you the party they bring that person there and force them by you and say take it or leave it and when that person they now go to parliament anything where they say they even if the thing where in your party say that bad thing where dear oppose them because if you do clause the inside the same constitution say therefore report you to the speaker and remove you for anti-party affairs. So now the thing is, and then two parties are where they can and they look all this problem. Nobody need to touch them. So the all big and cry today, United Nations say, UPP say, UNDP, I don't care. Let me tell you, Sierra Leone is a sovereign nation. The only thing where them people like to do is say, hey, two nana bigger, the money that will be the giuna, we'll not go giuna again. But nothing else. Let nobody not fool with people. Nobody not go for sanctions alone. What did they do? Sanction for what? What did they do when they go straight in the sanction? All I can do is say, we never give una money, you will be the giuna. That's it. But when brother Alpha be the talk, say, we they far from that. No, my brother. We're not there far from that. If we're ready for tight, we belt them and do the needful. Look the amount of ministries that we go. We don't need all that. Cut them down. Cut the wage bill down and cut the overhead. Even you triple if you run business, you take note of overhead. Cut all them things here down and nip stuff them down. Try for hold down corrupt. Tanzania not to them do them. What Mugufeli see they not do them. Not Mugufeli do them. Not to them do so. So for say we they far we not go do them. I don't believe in that. We just need Sierra Leone Mugufeli. But me in terms of all this. Now then do this. We need for change this constitution. Let all man get now. We all done white. We all lay on social media. Not to 1991 this again. Let we sit down and think about this constitution because this constitution now they bring all this problem. Now they cause all this mayhem where we poor people and they die today. Look down that the poor lady will go bed today. Maybe if you know sir, why they go he die that can't die. Maybe the same party will go help for Beran today. Now they contribute to a dying one because now they write this constitution. Then how they did it? And I see Dr. Richard Conte, I see Anna Liberi, and in the one that will write this constitution. When give them police and them power here. Hey, go back and do man Liberi. Let God help them. Thank you very much, my brother.
Okay, thank you, Umar. In the aspect of the constitution, Abdulrahman Tolubango I want to make a clarification. He say na Peter Tucker na he writes the constitution and Abdullahi Conte and Parliament na they ratify him. But Peter Tucker na he writes the 1991 constitution and Abdullahi Conte and the Parliament na they ratify him. But the constitution's attention need for be. And we don't spend money per am, so I wonder we 30 day. Nothing no change per. All that money we spend. Look like say not to be from the heart. Yes, Ezekiel, what you get for us, sir?
Thank you so much, Triple. I really want to say thank you to Mr. Bangura, the Honorable, and the panelists. The solution we don't begin put forward is really beautiful. I think we will listen to Abdul Karbo say then go use legal means. That is a good news for Yeri. And now the judiciary gets the big task at their hand. If then they listen, some of them solution here, because if then they come out with a verdict, they not put some things them in place where you go appease people and way they really disgruntled. You just go and slap them like they not sabi nothing. You not go solve problem. We know say definitely we not get enough money for conduct another election, which is very difficult for lay happening even in this regard. However, the courts really need for sit down and act as big person for this whole issue, where the two people come before you. Because the one thing first, we go really piece of a lot of Sierra Leoneans. Let them not put this case across to una, and then una begin look at like say not a thing for listen to. If una do that, now una go continue for extend the issue now this country, the judiciary. We then car with case now the courts. We now something we really, but people in Sierra Leone they hat hang for let them hear something. Then una begin push on a corner. This nothing we una at the moment una get them una gather. Let people know. Say yes, una they work on her. Please, una provide this peace of mind for Sierra Leoneans. It not go be perfect, but una create solution like how Mr. Honorable Bangura be put onto across. Say, this it don't happen now. We know we say we country day. We all man gets multi-naya way they argue upon, but we want the country for go forward. And these are the solutions that we need for put in place so that the next one go be done this way. If una not do them, una just go kick that person out and give and allow for let power from above begin for still control the court. Now una go cause big problem for Sierra Leone. Right now, the one that they no one agree, they say then go use the legal means, and we know where there's a legal means now the justice system. If then can't una begin for push things around. We don't see where una want for let something work for in favor of somebody. Would they see the speed where una they take? This one it needs speed more than anything because we want this country for go forward. And for let go forward, I know say it will be very difficult for let tell opposition say now you get it right, Lord do this because of which the country day, because of the resources we will get, because of previous system we don't be in place, because of history, because of how we don't do things. But believe you me, if una knock out with something, we go encourage people and una go cause problem. Please una not do on this time. Una act as big person in a village. The town head man wait and they go to with case. Even where they give the right, if they tell this person, said you yourself, be say you not been do something wrong. Go. But now this year, what law we do so that we go move forward. If una not do am, una begin for act from power from above and cause problem in that country day. It not go fine for una. Please, this time, that's that system, Christiana top system where SLPP man be car with. Yes, not true. But guess what? Guess how much exposure the small Sierra Leonean been get at that time. Now, you see, small thing where they happen yonder, you see how it they run across the wall, it they go 15 times before it come to you, self, when you not judge, where you not probably get social media. that thing where they happen as alone, it they go around the world 15 times maybe before you hear about it. This time, the whole world they watch, everybody they watch. So that system where be happen in the with Christiana Top, the exposure. You UNSSF known 2018 exposure to now, not to the same. We are at a high speed, so una need for bring ourselves to that point. Everybody they run, we continue for still run our knees, but Lord we shame now, Lord we shame. So now now this thing they can't do legally. Please una use wisdom. Before they make you judge, you don't get enough experience. If you not been get experience before they put you there again, you see the problem we'll get with the system. But I know say before they put you there, you go don't get a beaucoup wisdom. You don't go don't see don't pa beaucoup cases, beaucoup issues, beaucoup federal cases, beaucoup local issues before they make you judge. This time, una pull una party hats off, power from above off, and work for Sierra Leone. Una with solution, we go better way. Something down the road where we all go say, hey, something be what happened. But thank God the justice system don't begin to nap. Please, una help we. Una help we. This can now una table, una call. You know, the man where they say he been give everything, then come with your report. There were where they say no, they not see everything. Let them go with the report. Una look into her and tell and say, yes, this agree, this not agree, this not agree. But here is the solution we want for let happen for we people in this country. If we not do this, it will continue for antagonize Sierra Leone. Not to that day we want. Please, una help we. Una help we. The political people and now they're not doing. Una doing for we. Please for these small Sierra Leone, but way they na for the way them born today for the one way they na college way one practice what una they practice, una makes more foundation way them go team up on. Way them go know say yes, this system it work. Again, that system trade way we all not know self waiting they happen. It don't change. Right now, waiting they happen now yeah, right now. Somebody inside the village, it a getter. The system don't, the world development system don't bring we so close. So if we not continue for do something wrong, it will cause more problem. Do you allow begin solve the issues now? Law begin solve issues. Enough for starter now. You know, we know say the political people are there now for, you know, now for jog for let and day up. You way una day for expense justice. Una do something, bring something at the middle, let help Sierra Leoneans, please. And young people now una don't hear it. They wonder where then they in charge, they say then we use the legal system. Until them prove we wrong, law continue for calm we self down and see what thing go happen. You know, we then do what thing they need for do. If not something, we it go be helpful for the country. We I believe say now them go do. Lord, we abide by the law and continue for move on. Please. Now that's what they beg. Justice system, when this case can't una not begin for push them around. Una not begin for do that. Please. Lord, we help this country for develop. All man they run. Lord, pass this tete business now. Do ya? Thank you so much. Let God bless we all. And Mama Salon.
All right, thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Jesus friend, what you get for we, sir? Quick one.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Triple A, for giving me the platform and talk with into as always we do for we well. And me on take still as see the parties and they come up and all man they play victory over yon we they go. Which I mean victory. All man they claim saying road way they go and the right way for turn back. For that way we see yon way for come. That for say if APC then say they don't agree with this. So that route then they go, they fishing at the right way where they want for school, but up to who that go for look up for take up any case. Because here we know the strength of anybody where they around in terms of institutions that were responsible. And when you talk of justice for anything we further that one day in terms of diplomatic way. And that's not terms of say the relationship we get, we go able to make outside interfere. But we talk of again the international relationship, how again is useful in terms of development. So you will see all NTR now will go for come inside for play. But the main thing I would just ask the leaders now, because it's quite for like you could draw Uda say this or Uda don't do this. But I know see they all they move one they move towards for structure, that the government they don't form now the president, the winners, and then the one where they try for say he not go agree, he will go somewhere where he will go find a police a solution for solving issue. But looking at it to say, it all comes down to how the institutions they are careful try know their own function towards building anything when a peaceful something we go make say better go come or in anything we go make something multiply out of our than this is a development and not to that number who would they take pass now so they go to repair or add. So that is sustainable for learner, then go say, well, this don't broke it questionable. But we don't see back before this, we don't see again the international people and today you see them around we in terms of the social media, you see them when they hold few meetings. See the one them back when you come up for say well then they wait for you for come meet up so they go you read the go look into the result or the outcome of waiting the other one they do that now like the West African Council of Elders. They say they will come, but they not be able to broadcast. I don't know if you've been just there as a recording or they do them behind doors. But what you learn from that statement again, like for say in actually it don't give you first idea of the report of the election, the outcome, but now it wait for the ECOWAS and the other bodies them which they say towards but you dey see people in back who are certain individuals we na people who they talk for the in favor of the present government who don't win so see then no the support with either somebody in point where you raise we belong to a similar society where they deeper where they see civil gathering of people who they talk for people for the civilians but you know one go too much for say then partisan or then they talk instead of the talk in favor of the citizen there, then they then at the side of the government. But whenever it happen, we didn't get something for loot, anything on a pressure, that then go come talk, convince, so that then go use and say, well, then say, oh, for don't they for talk for the citizen there, well then now then they look to a different subject, and when they look at the subject of something, then they look, they say the CSO, then they look at based on the government side of waiting they secure them. And that reminds me of a kind of a situation wherein you they see say people and they say now we can't help now for them, we can't do a peace treaty, and during that peace treaty, they would get peacekeeping force. But the peacekeeping force that only the government in charge or the leaders there, they know where they secure, and then they go left the civilians there to the one that will fight, so then will be subjected for be punished. So whenever they fight for can meet we, one of the leaders there will get high security, but they know they secure the civilians. So this now similar thing when you get for compare now say now you as a CSO you the demon of last defense wherein if anything can hit now we all be pull back, we can't turn up and wait because waiting we mean for do while the thing they go the war for don't go fight and prevent they not come up because we're not able to with it bypass we can't do the last defense, and this is another work what the CSO the season they do now because of most times some of them they're not succeed in some of the things because see an example again like a CSO when something Alfonso I'm not saying something area they do some kind of human right or some CSO, but most of the time you can see I lean on the education for promote them, which is good because everybody wants something to come up, but sometimes in the same one. Now, just like a saloon, again, but you know, come to in the salons. I don't see at times where they come, they even, they condemn directly the Ministry of Education, but they say the executive body where saying there, being go pick inside that senior thing, it affect something that they, well, he will talk. So, you dey bring me now by the same person after a minute, you will see him, he come up now, begin to say, well, the ministry, they do well, education, they do well, but now then people are no more than Didi. So that you see again at some point, similar thing again, talk something similar about the minister. But so you go see, say, most of what they try for learn, we able to do, for identify that problem, then say face her, and that's if identify them for go out and the public and see them. But now when then they act now as a defense, so then that's how they're not able to go and understand. They're not able for identify the problem, how for solve them. Then they identify the problem in presence one. So what's the end? You can't lose that battle for the now. It can now for come like the other side for say would defend. So the question what me want for just the the point what me want for the raise more to the international the people that want to CS to them, not the international relations, when they advocate or talk on behalf of something wherein they look after, if not for education, if not for health, then you make sure say that talk day you will try to pass the word in the right way. But when things well, you say now, well, I want can't defend, please, you careful stay as you guard when you feel like your arms of words where you use, you put them down. Because right now, you find out in a war of words they go on. Don't continue still with the same person. You see say now in the time for say like Marcella Samba, we see until then a morning coffee. I see I'm back later kind of SLBS, that morning coffee program, the SLBS. Okay, yes, we'll not say they talk on behalf of something where you don't let for defend this. But the point here is you remember you get to know how you they pronounce you talk in the public. Because it's very delicate how they do them. Because if you get that anger, whether behavior like I talk say you mortal man and say you know stomach you stomach yourself, but because you never make a speech, when you do your duty, when you act by your duty, that's about the show. So here you see the man in character, anytime he did, he go holla, holla, by conversation, he done and with threat. He says, I'm not coming back, so I go holla, holla, the threat he go. But now point out the area where we get for say, then people are then get for they get certain way, we then get for discipline themselves in terms of approaching the public. Now, what in that one they don't happen? Where I bring this? Now, if you look at a few tweets from the other bodies like the ambassador for the US, especially now in morning tweet, because I will say them all. In that tweet just about a few hours ago about the threats, then the threats in their life. I have never seen that. As a CSO, as international diplomats, they might have had few things. I know in certain areas about the tension and the way the thing condensed. When they say because you don't go up at that, all we go do, then go do this. Then you see the other people in now they come back. Oh well, the man don't come. He talk say well, them why are not against this. So you don't create a tension of where the point go. The international relationship when you for don't try you build. And then you need to have a relationship when they say, them why I not credit them. And during the campaign, these were some of the subjects what you take. For say, okay, I will take part of this, now my man told for life, we use that for campaign. For say, well, me, as a president, what would I see? The one then what they go school and they mark one and give one a result. You see, when I give one a result 80%, that means you don't pass 90. You see, when the one day when they mark me when I say MCC or them why it's Monday, they don't let me, they would Sabiri, then they give you this. So if you use that method of campaign and you don't campaign with her, so you will win the hearts of people and for the favor of the Oyibo or the wage man there, where they can't help. And then when it came out to the point where then they say, well, a neutral or when they try to show something way wrong during this process, then party scatter. So you begin to see, as I can always say, double standard approach into anything because all man gets in fashion. the CSO get your function. You get for your petrol, something will secure. You get this in a secure so the public they left now for let them go just they get the brunt of everything will come of that spillage. Tomorrow anything happen now then go get for feel more of the pain because some of them will get either diplomatic protection or some of them will get away for move them immediately by the time they come out to the post citizen or not they pray for anything will reach to that point day but even self the area where that relationship they when they say with man they don't let we and now they believe me and they give me this. So if they use them, so why you give no way will be forget another diplomatic way for let una go address them. Why is somebody go talk? Say no. You come counter and do. Not to show you for say. You go tell me for address this. Me go deal with them. For I get the international minister or people who they who go able for address this issue. We fight with the outside body they allow go no. So it's a matter of knowing how to deal with international relationship for your own good one, not supporting them for say what you defend that the government will not see the dream so now, not to that point, but how would I go deal with a way it will land fine instead of the thing the flight will just the run and it land immediately then it cause a crash. So this is what you want to drive for the CSO, then therefore they get a method of approach. It's a big target. You have for talk. I don't see what have we talk in a public on a big technique. It's not the way you talk with relationship. And now you even go further and say, well, SEC will go check Marcela Samba and look what they don't send in text. That now the same Alfonso. He said they don't invest with money. But where will go check you? What about you when you go up and down? We don't know whose money will be they get through this education thing when they come up. When anytime who something can now you they go talk to Tell back about the ministry about one man in a bank before I go. One man in a bank again. He should grab again. You see, but all they say, they will hope say, when we international relationship they go in terms of deniance, if whether the EPC then want to approach them young way, let them approach them so that the world will know their left and record. But the process will say we will go to court. Well, we don't know how far that we will go. But the point is, we'll hold on guard and know next time, and we say we're able to see we fall good day. But the point is, those one will do that the leadership when they try to build now that area of peace that they will hope say them will know how they not go shape too much some areas there. Then we just they deal with on the right way for B so things will go before. It's actually complicated, but only hope say this will lead to development. Let not go lead to side we will all go to draw. Thank you, sir, and thanks for giving this brief. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
sir.
much, his friend.
Yeah, welcome. Yes, sir.
The American Embassy in Freetown tweet say they're not glad. Waiting in the area, it disturbed them about death threats against election observers. This death threat, they say, even if not against ECSL officials or not against election observers or against anybody safe, it not get place inside a peaceful, democratic society. Again, America say, waiting in the area, they're not glad for them. For say, death threats, whether against the ECSL officials them or the election observers them or anybody, then they not get place inside a peaceful democratic society. It not get place. It not get place. Now we just few days ago the glad say we don't get sit down place. Now the UN Security Council. Based on waiting. Peace. Yeah? Based on peace. Cohesion. in a peaceful and a democratic society, death threats no get place there. Now the one person come out to America is not in a position to teach us how to run our affairs. Hey, Papa God. The comment on the immune side. Ah well, ain't go get for deal with that. Yeah. So, in saying that, is America teaching us how to run? For say death threats not get placed in society? When a democratic and peaceful nation? For made the person reply so? Or say America not they teach you how to run? So is that the way we want to run? Now we own term of democracy that? I'm not saying not to public official, but come on. Sometimes if I'm before we talk, let me reason. Finally we reason. Eh? But the one salon will get to. Anyone will get. All the $100, they for sanction them. You know it's in a sanction? Eh? You know it's in a sanction? Eh? Yeah. It is a sanction they hot government. Remember we Salon be there under sanction? Remember? Or you don't forget? Oh, sometimes you know sabi that 10 days safe. Yeah, we'll be there under sanction. The powers that be, then they jail. Now me and you know more for go market saying now we get the trouble. Because sanction it gets two things. Either you sorry for your people them or your people them rise up against you. Now the two things and the way sanction gets. Either you look your people out and they suffer and say, no. Or you say the people in turn bop then say, we don't tap for suffer, but we don't die for now and kill we no more now. Eh? No answer. We don't even reach that part itself for let us say sanction. What you do? Eh? As far as they want to go for sanction concern, whatever they do now, in no more than 1 bit. Eh? In no more than 1 bit. Yeah? Okay. Anyway, we'll go there back tomorrow. My advice for you no more. No go to hypertension pass alone issue. No go. Okay.